Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Amelia Marquez. In tonight's news, we'll speak with the Bonnaroo Communications Director. Also, we'll talk with the Coffee County Emergency Management Director about his agency's role in the Bonnaroo Music Festival. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has released its annual report on domestic violence in the state. And the Hands-On Science Center Director will tell us about some summer programs being offered at the center. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Welcome to the Veranda House, located at 100 West Lincoln Street in Tullahoma, Tennessee. The Veranda House has been operated for the past 18 years by Don and Jackie Crownover, who have decided to retire. Because of this, you have an opportunity to buy an established business at absolute auction on June the 25th at 2 p.m. The original Veranda House housed Civil War troops overnight. The hotel has maintained its charm while being updated with new carpeting, nostalgic decor, electronic key system, high-speed internet, and there are now 4 two-room suites with king-size beds and 19 studios with queen-size or double beds. All rooms have full private baths, cable television, seating areas, a full kitchen, and include refrigerators, ranges, and ovens, sinks, microwaves, and even coffee makers with coffee provided. Some of the local attractions that keep the veranda full through the year are the Bell Buckle Arts and Crafts Festival, Bike-a-thon to Jack and Back, Bonnaroo, the Tullahoma Fine Arts Center, numerous golf courses, Normandy Dam, Timms Ford Dam, South Jackson Civic Center, the Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration, Woods Reservoir, and the 41A Music Festival. The Veranda House is a 3-story building that has approximately 10,830 square feet. The building is furnished with fire and sprinkler systems and has been upgraded with the latest security software technology. So if you are looking for a great opportunity for an operating and successful business in a wonderful small town like Tullahoma, Tennessee, be sure and come to the absolute auction of the Veranda House at 100 West Lincoln Street, Tullahoma. That will be Thursday, June the 25th at 2 p.m. For information, get in touch with Bob Parks Realty auctioneer Kurt Bugg, 615-207-5361, or go to the Bob Parks website.
Welcome back. With some 80,000 Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival goers converging on Manchester this weekend, the area in and around the city will see major increased traffic throughout the festival. As Manchester prepares to welcome a multitude of visitors, the Tennessee Department of Transportation and the Tennessee Highway Patrol are gearing up for the extra traffic expected in the area. TDOT and the THP are working closely with the Manchester Police Department, the Coffee County Sheriff's Department, and festival promoters to keep traffic moving on I-24 while also getting Bonnaroo attendees to their destination. Tennessee Department of Transportation Commissioner John Shore said, quote, "As always, the main goal is to keep traffic moving smoothly on I-24 during the Bonnaroo Festival while getting festival goers safely into and out of the festival site. TDOT has once again coordinated with our partners at the Tennessee Highway Patrol and other agencies well ahead of the festival to ensure that traffic delays are kept to a minimum throughout the festival period," end quote. During Bonnaroo 2014, troopers logged nearly 6,000 man-hours, worked 11 non-injury traffic crashes, and wrote 124 citations. Temporary communication towers are in place to improve emergency communications. During the festival, motorists should call 511 from any mobile or landline phone for traffic updates, or visit TDOT's website at www.tn.gov/TDOT.
The Columbia, Tennessee, home of the former President James K. Polk, is a step closer in becoming a national treasure. U.S. Senator Lamar Alexander was introduced legislation directing the Secretary of the Interior to conduct a special resource study of the home as the next step in preserving it. The study would evaluate the suitability and feasibility of designating the site as a unit for the National Park System. In April, a survey found that the home nationally significant and could meet the criteria for inclusion in the system. The James K. Polk home is the only surviving residence of the 11th American president.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has released its latest study into the scope and nature of domestic violence offenses as reported by Tennessee law enforcement agencies. The study utilizes data sent to TBI through the Tennessee Incident-Based Reporting System and includes reported offenses which occurred from 2012 to 2014. Among the report's findings were simple assault was by far the most frequently reported offense, accounting for 68.4% of all domestic violence offenses. Females were 3 times more likely to be victimized than males. From 2012 to 2014, victims were 6 times more likely to be abused by a spouse than an ex-spouse in domestic-related offenses. Domestic violence resulted in 270 murder victims during the 3-year study period, and juveniles accounted for 58.9% of victims, reporting a victim to offender relationship as child or stepchild. TBI Director Mark Gwynn said, quote, "The issue of domestic violence is by no means a novel problem in American society. The persistence of domestic violence and the large number of related incidents reported to law enforcement necessitates continued awareness about this issue," end quote.
Dr. Mary Lou Apple, president of Motlow College, was recently recognized by Women in Higher Education in Tennessee, or WIT. During the Middle Tennessee Regional Conference held at the Motlow College Smyrna Center, Dr. Apple, who has been an active member of WIT throughout her time in higher education, has served as a presidential advisor for the past 3 years. Ruth Ann Holt, Middle Tennessee representative for WIT, said, quote, "Dr. Apple has recognized for years of service as well as her contributions to higher education throughout Tennessee," end quote. The recognition comes on the heels of Dr. Apple's tenure at Motlow College, where she has served as president for the past 9 years. She is set to officially retire on June 30th.
Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
It's new car discount season at Stan McNabb Chevy, and we have prices that'll beat anybody else. New vehicles up to $17,000 off. Check out this brand new 2014 Chevy Impala, the flagship sedan, only $20,900. Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac. Stan McNabb has all the new car brands you love in one location. And don't forget, we'll match or beat any dealer's price or give you a check for $500. And check us out online or schedule your service at stanmcnabb.com.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
It's time for every family and business in Tullahoma to go green and recycle. Tullahoma Public Works makes it simple and easy to recycle. Just place your recyclable materials, paper, plastic, aluminum, and cardboard beside your garbage container on the same day your garbage is picked up. Your recycled materials don't have to be in a fancy container. Recycling is not only the right thing to do, it makes sense. Recycling pays. Paying to bury our garbage costs each of us. Please do your part. Let's go green, Tullahoma, and recycle.
Welcome back. Thousands of visitors began arriving on the grounds of Bonnaroo on Wednesday night with the entertainment to set and begin tonight. Jim spoke with Bonnaroo Communications Director Jeff Cuellar this afternoon as crews were feverishly working to put the finishing touches on this year's party.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're just a few hours away from hearing our first big entertainers here at Bonnaroo, and I'm speaking with Jeff Cuellar, who's responsible for putting all this together. Jeff, I got to think you're pretty excited now. I mean, people came in started arriving, I think last night. Is that correct?
Gates are open. The show's underway. So yeah, it's now it's hopefully smooth sailing, and until we tell people have a great time and head back to their homes.
And and from now until that happens, that's really not that long in time. However, a lot of entertainment is going to cross these stages here on these grounds prior to the end of this event.
Over 160 plus acts, DJs, rock stars, comedians, cinema tent, artist interviews, you name it. It's definitely going to be packed full. We're going to take advantage of the days that we have and try to put on the best possible show we can.
I know you guys probably spend a lot of time in planning and how this thing comes together and who the acts are. Who makes the choices or who gets invited to this event?
You know, there's a team. We do have a booking team, and I think what's really special about that team is they do love to hear feedback. I mean, we listen to our fans. You know, we're constantly trolling social media, seeing what they have to say. We have surveys that go out, and you know, we're fans as well. So there's a lot of us that are consuming music out there and trying to hear what's next, what's hot, what's out there. So you know, there's definitely a lot of feedback coming in from all the various people that we work with. They're saying, you know, I'd love to see so and so. I'd love to see so and so. And then really it becomes a puzzle piece of kind of putting things together, finding out who's touring, you know, what projects they're working on. You know, a lot of times you like to get artists that maybe have something new coming out, and it definitely is. It's a very complicated puzzle, but I think our booking team has a lot of fun putting it all together.
Do you ever have those moments when you think, yes, I got this great act, or that you're disappointed because you didn't get that act?
Every year, I think I say it over and over, this is the best lineup we've ever had.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how we're able to trump it, and I honestly feel like this is the best lineup we've ever had.
Right.
And I go back and look, from years past all the way back to 2002. I'm like, wow, the number of acts and the quality, and when we got them, I mean, some of these acts were on cafe stages, and now they're headlining. I mean, just My Morning Jacket this year I think is a great example of a band that we've done. They've graced the stage of Bon Iver. I want to say this might be their 6th or 7th time, and just to kind of see where they're at in the projection of their career, and it's just really wonderful to see. But yeah, there are definitely some. I mean, I've got my personal bucket list of acts that I want to see that I have seen at Bonnaroo that I'm waiting to see hopefully at Bonnaroo.
My Morning Jacket, when will they be performing in this? Do you know?
I think that's Saturday, but definitely double check that schedule.
Yeah, check that.
It gets a little muddled up here. I just know they're going to be performing.
Yeah. Okay. When people come to this event, the local people particularly are probably going to run into a lot of folks that they know there that are part of your crew actually working with you over there. Tell us how that works, because the community really gets to share the wealth here, I think, for a lot of charitable organizations in our area.
Definitely. I mean, we work with charities hand in hand at our concessions booths. I mean, they're actually serving out there, and they make a percentage of those profits that goes directly back to those organizations. I want to say it's one of the top funding ways they have for that. It definitely beats going out there and doing a car wash or something like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And yeah, we have, they're working in various positions, volunteers, organizations. We have our ambassadors program where we're getting feedback directly from community members in terms of how to better the event and what they kind of see and the impact within the local community itself. So yeah, it's everywhere. I mean, we definitely take, it takes a village, for the entire thing, and we love that interaction.
Is there some things that highlight events or things that you change that you really think is really going to be neat this year that we haven't had in the past?
A lot of it's more smaller tweaks. Last year we had the Calliope stage, which I think was a huge hit. I think that the dance movement and the EDM movement has been pretty. People are really embracing that in kind of a different way, and that helps to add another flair. The art cars are returning. I love what we're doing with the Christmas bar, and I think it's just fun and different. But really, a lot of it for me surrounds the community itself. I mean, I'm definitely. And my team, we're all students of the industry. We're all going to other events and seeing what they're doing and how we're doing it. But Bonnaroo to me remains special in a completely different way because it fosters a community. Everyone kind of comes together, and essentially they're living as citizens, within the Bonnaroovian community. And it's more than just going to see a show. It's about camping next to the guy who's living in Spain and seeing a show with the guy who's from Oklahoma. And it really is a way of gathering folks. And I think that's really what makes it special. So how we're able to foster that community and the various things with pods and making people's camping experience better, that to me is really what makes it special.
Okay, and it's certainly special for the people that live in this area because of all the things that you do through Bonnaroo Works Fund and that sort of thing, Jeff. So we just want to thank you for being here, doggone it, because it brings a lot of joy to a lot of people, and I hope that you have as much fun as most everybody else is going to have this event.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back in a moment after these messages.
Trucks, and more trucks. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester is your home for both new and pre-owned trucks. We have a huge selection of over 200 trucks to choose from. Check us out on the web at russellbarnett.com and view our great selection. We are your truck headquarters, and we want to be your one-stop shop. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester, your truck headquarters. Trucks, trucks, and more trucks. Why buy anywhere else?
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors, and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Weakley, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back. Newsleader's Philip Scroggins caught up with Coffee County Emergency Management Director Alan Lindley and spoke with him about the responsibilities of his agencies during the Bonnaroo Festival.
We start planning for Bonnaroo in about March of every year. That's when the folks from Bonnaroo roll into town, and we start talking about the upcoming event. And we work with 19 different local, state, and federal agencies to plan for the what-ifs. You know, we want to make sure everybody has a good time, but there's always the issue with severe weather and all of those things that when you have a large gathering of folks that you've got to think about.
Okay. How do you all notify people if severe weather is coming in or something like that?
Bonnaroo actually has an app that folks can download on their phone when they come in, and so they will alert folks through that Bonnaroo app. We use obviously social media, and then there's a lot of folks out there that I have seen that has a weather radio, you know, a little portable weather radio. But also with the new systems that has came out at the federal level, you have your phone, as long as your GPS is turned on, your phone will alert you in the event of severe weather when the National Weather Service puts out a watch or a warning. So,
okay. Has the setup changed for you guys any, or are you pretty much doing the same thing you've done?
Yeah, I mean, it's worked for us over the past several years. So we went with the same basic setup and same scenarios. We do revisit the plan every year just to make sure we got an emergency response plan, and we do update that every year. We look at the bands that are coming and things like that, and are there any issues with, with bands as far as what kind of following do they have? Has they had trouble in the past at different venues and things? So it's a huge undertaking that takes several months for us to put all of that together.
Okay. Well, back to weather. Do you monitor it from here, or are you out on site, or how do you do that?
Yeah, actually, we move out on site, and we have the ability to monitor from our mobile command unit, and so we'll move it out on site, and we monitor weather as well as stay in touch with the National Weather Service, who's watching those radars. And then last year was the first year that Bonnaroo had their own company that came in and brought their own radar equipment and stuff and actually monitor it from the event itself. But we work closely with the Weather Service. They actually put a dot on the map, on their map, and it says Bonnaroo is here. And so they give us a good heads up, as much lead time as they can in the event something rolls in.
Okay. Well, about how many people do you dedicate to Bonnaroo, and how much hours extra does that throw into your department?
Well, we actually dedicate our whole staff, which is a staff of 2, me and somebody else. And so we typically work 20 to 22 hour days get a couple hours of sleep, and go at it again. We'll move in. We move in on Tuesday, and then we will be there through Monday after the event's over, and we move back out on Monday. So there's a lot of long hours for the two of us to coordinate all of that. So.
Well, do y'all used to have some ham radio volunteers with y'all? Are they still assisting?
We do. We have several amateur radio folks, and they typically in the past have manned what we call the EOC, which is where you're at today. And this year they're not going to man this EOC, but they're going to be on what we call a hot standby, so that they can come in at a moment's notice and get this up and running here. In the event we should have to move here, move back to here in case something happens.
Okay. All right. Well, here's hoping we have another safe Bonnaroo, and thank you for all your work you do.
Not a problem. We enjoy the event.
We'll be right back in a moment.
It's your trademark. That's something special everyone knows and remembers. It's your thing. It's made holidays special for decades and summers unforgettable for the entire neighborhood. It's made everyone laugh every single time. Don't let illness or injury keep you from doing your thing. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Welcome back. Scott Rydell, Director of the Hands-On Science Center, stopped by our studios this week to tell us about the summer day camp opportunities at the center.
I am so excited about all the things you seem to have going on.
Well, we just finished a really busy field trip season. We had over 1,200 students, almost 1,200 students come through the Hands-On Science Center just in the month of May alone. But now we're getting ready for camps.
So how many camps you got going on?
Oh, it's about 11 or 12 camps going on right now between June and July. Actually, I had so many I had to bring a little list. We've got one on June 17th, June 24th and 25th and 26th, July 8th, 9th, 10th, and July 22nd.
So when you say camp, does it last a day or 2 days?
It's depends. Some of them will last 1 day, some will last 3 days. They all have different themes, like there's a nature camp, there's a chemistry camp, anatomy camp, a space camp, a Lego Mania camp. There's even an art camp, technology, and one just called Wild Things.
Wild Things sounds exciting to
me. With our animals, it always is.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah, they'll learn about it. But the age group for those are basically 1st through 6th, 7th grade. Camps start at 9 in the morning and run until 3 in the afternoon. They just have to bring a sack lunch. We'll provide them with some snacks. It's $30 per day for members, $35 a day for non-members.
That's a wonderful deal.
Oh, it's a really good deal. And like I said, and they'll, besides doing a lot of camp activities, they'll get the, running the Hands-On Science Center.
Maybe for people out there that don't really know where you are and how to get in touch with you, to sign up, do they just need to call?
Yeah, they just need to call.
We've got that number.
It's 455-8387, and we're located, over here on 101 Mitchell, which is going toward Manchester, and on the right, just look for the big dinosaur.
So you can just drive by and sign up, or
you can do that also.
You can call in, which the number's on the screen now, and it's a wonderful opportunity. And children need things to do in the summer that's exciting, energetic, and
cool.
informative.
And it will be cool also.
It'll be cool,
and,
right.
Now we are closed on Monday, so I don't want anybody to waste a trip over there on Monday. But try to get registered as early as possible.
How many people can you do in each camp?
Usually we can do about anywhere from 15 and 20. And then after that we'll determine if we need to do another camp.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's still some open spots on those camps. We are also doing a coding camp this year. We're hosting a coding camp from the Tennessee Code Academy. Academy. That is currently filled. However,
what is that?
It's where they learn how to code computers.
Oh, okay.
And it's geared for middle school and high school students. It's currently filled right now.
Are you going to possibly open another one?
We may, if we the time, because like I said, if you look at
there's a need for that.
well, and there's only so many weeks in the summer.
Right.
I mean, we're already talking about that. They'll be going back to school here any day now, But if you still want to get on the waiting list, we tell them to call because if some of them can't make it, because we want as many kids as possible.
And the age group for all these camps?
The coding camp is middle school to high school. You have to be going into sixth grade or a senior in high school.
The other camp
is basically first grade through sixth or seventh grade. Okay. You know, it's elementary to middle. There's plenty for them to do. Like I said, between all the exhibits, just the center alone, it's a fun day for them.
It's a fun day just to be there, even if you aren't in camp.
Right, like I said, and they learn a lot of cool experiments, and they have do a lot of interactive things. We try to keep the cost extremely low.
Well, for instance, on the days you're doing a camp, can people still just come?
Oh yeah. Like I said, we're still open. We open at regular hours at 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We close at 5. Like I said, Tuesday through Saturday, and Sunday we're open 1 to 5. Like I said, if you just want to come down, I'm actually trying to encourage many people because we also do birthday parties. And right now, I was out there Saturday, and it was so hot.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a cool place to have a birthday party, that's perfect. That's a great place. And that's only, if you're a member, that's only $85. Non-members, $115. You get the birthday room for an hour and a half and get to play at the center until we close.
That is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
You can't beat a deal like that.
Well, and plus it's the birthday child plus 15 of their friends. And so, that's a really good deal.
Really good deal. And then Mama doesn't have to do all the cleanup.
No, and like I said, they just show up, take care of it, do the room, and they get to have a good old time. So.
And what kid doesn't love the Handle Science Center? Aren't we fortunate that we have this in our town?
Like I said, we've got several things in town. Like I said, I refer to it as one of the jewels, one of the many jewels, like the Fine Arts Center and the Civic Center in the crown that makes Tullahoma special.
We'll be right back with your weather forecast right after this.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country and the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1953 at 97 degrees. The record low was in 1988 at 46 degrees. The average high on this day is 85, and the average low is 62. Tonight, look for partly cloudy weather in your forecast with a low of around 65. Scattered storms in the forecast for Friday with a high of 83 and a low of 66, but mostly sunny weather returning for Saturday with a high of 87 and a low of 67. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
And from all of us from Newsleader 6, wishes you and your families a fantastic weekend. Thank you.